Welcome to the video. Before we begin, if not already, please take a moment to subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And click the bell icon to receive notifications when I upload. Comment your little heart out. And most of all, please enjoy. Now back to the video. Why do we like gore? What is it about someone else's blood splattering all over the place that's so fascinating to an audience? Alfred Hitchcock once tricked the world into believing he showed a woman being stabbed to death on camera when it was just clever editing and chocolate syrup. Maybe it's how gore can provoke a visceral thrill, adding excitement not unlike the drop in a roller coaster. The exact opposite of a calm, serene moment, a gory display is like a slap upside the head. Thrills that get your adrenaline pumping, but like a drug, tolerances can be built up. Gore needs to get more and more extreme. Audiences aren't happy with Bosco running down a drain anymore. We want exploding heads, eyes, the rippin' and the tearin'. Who better to bring us an iconic example of over-the-top film gore than John Carpenter? This is John Carpenter's The Thing. We open with an alien flying saucer having engine trouble, crashing on some shithole planet, followed by one of the coolest titles ever. Antarctica, winter. It's like Antarctica in the summer, but with even more shrinking. They say Old Yeller just kept on running.
I'm not rabid. I was eating Cool Whip. Why? Why can't I bark in Norwegian?
It looks like the dog is running for asylum.
Sorry, Snoopy, the border's closed.
Here we have the ultimate man cave for the ultimate men. So much testosterone. We find Kurt Russell as MacReady, rough and tumble chopper pilot and chess player.
Move, bishop to knight 4. My move, knight to rook 3.
Poor baby, you're starting to lose it, aren't you?
Keep drinking, the computer gets sexier.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Yeah, they're arguing now, but the makeup sex will be amazing. The dog arrives, bringing Norwegian mayhem with him. Well, can't let them know I'm drunk. Hee hee, they'll never know.
What's he doing?
Oh shit, these guys are serious. Norwegians are dicks to penguins.
Please be women.
Please be women.
Please be
Please be
women.
women. Please be women. Please be women.
Please be women.
Whoops, butterfingers. My bad. Hey, can you hand me that pin? There is a slight language barrier. But Americans speak the universal language. I thought it was Esperanto, but okay.
Woof. That's what Earth dogs do, right? Woof. Meow. I mean, woof. Not an alien.
Life on a research station is hard, isolated work, but still the crew finds ways to entertain themselves without furiously masturbating. There are questions, so MacReady and Dr. Cooper check out the Norwegian base.
Once again, I would like to emphasize I am an Earth dog.
It's like those stories of abused dogs finding their forever home, except with a lot more screaming at the end.
You know, I can hear you all fapping, right?
Hi, doggy.
Mac and Doc check out the Norwegian campsite, which has seen better days. Man, can Norwegians party or what? Whatever happened here, they either missed it or it hasn't been filmed yet.
My God, what the hell happened here?
Everyone's dead, so why not just take some stuff? I really dig how the prequel sets this up. Tell you what, I'm gonna climb in naked, and then you pour gin and tonic all over me.
What is that? Is that a man in there?
Whatever it is, they burn it up in a hurry.
Like absolute fools, they bring it back to their base. What? You tired of the food already?
Blair, I'd like you to start an autopsy right away.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Nothing wrong with this Norwegian. No drugs, no alcohol, nothing.
But I did find sex and some rock and roll.
Oh, gnarly!
Heart, lungs, kidneys, liver, intestines.
Yeah, we're all the same on the inside. We get it, hippie. Whatever. Free dog. Clark puts him with the rest of their dogs. Make friends. No humping or assimilating.
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Woof.
Some of the dogs are the first victims, at least on camera. You dogs better not be humping or assimilating. My rustle senses are tingling. Monster doggy. I'm gonna be gushing over Rob Botton's visual effects all through this, so just be ready for that. Bad dog.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Most of it gets away, leaving a pile of goo that was once their dogs. The next day, the buffet is open. Alaskan king crab legs. You guys gotta cook these low and slow. Now the meat will never come off.
Oh, gnarly!
You see, what we're talking about here is an organism that imitates other life forms.
Like Rich Little.
When this thing attacked our dogs, it tried to digest them.
Like Frank Caliendo.
And in the process, shape its own cells to imitate them.
Ah, like Kate McKinnon.
What was the dog doing in the rec room?
Recreating, what else?
How long were you alone with that dog?
What the hell you looking at me like that for?
I don't know, it's probably nothing.
The Norwegian home movies offer some clues. Something is buried in the ice, and Mac goes to check it out. Something that looks an awful lot like a spacecraft. And it's obvious what else came from here.
Thousands of years ago, it crashes, and this thing...
He said it!
I just cannot believe any of this voodoo bullshit.
Aliens, not voodoo.
You believe any of this voodoo bullshit, Blair?
Not voodoo, aliens. The news ain't good. They're gonna have to quarantine, and we all know how that works out sometimes. They lock up the might be dead, might be sleeping alien body.
I have to talk to you.
I'm tired of talking, Fix. I just want to get up to my shack and get drunk.
Mac, it's important.
What is it?
I'm pregnant. The doctor has some interesting notes.
It needs to be alone and in close proximity with the life form to be absorbed. They're not dead yet.
Maybe you should have opened with that. That would have been a valuable piece of information to share with the rest of the class earlier. Bennings has been thinged, or is it thung?
It's Bennings!
Give me a few minutes, guys! They try burning every trace of the thing, but it may be too late. Kumbaya. Not now. Blair seems to have gone off his rocker. He sabotages the vehicles so nobody can leave, and the radio so they can't call for help. And he killed the surviving dogs because a dog bit him once when he was 5. It takes a surprising amount of effort to subdue this guy. It must be all the Quaker Oats. They lock him in a tool shed. Hopefully there's no tools he can use in there to hurt anyone. But they still have a problem.
If I was an imitation, how would you know if it was really me?
We could take a sample of each person's blood.
So much for that. Accusations fly.
Who else could have used that key?
They can't know who to trust. As the biggest star here, Mac takes charge. Well, he was the computer that wore tennis shoes.
If a small particle of this thing
Oh, that's why they call it that.
is enough to take over an entire organism, then everyone should prepare their own meals.
I have to cook for myself? Fuck that.
I know I'm human. And if you were all these things,
There it is!
then you just attack me right now.
They check in with Blair.
Have you seen Fuchs?
I don't want to stay out here anymore. I want to come back inside.
Nobody's gonna bring up the noose? That is a red flag staring them in the face. I think he's about to go Brooks on us. And it looks like Fuchs killed himself to avoid getting fanged. Mac and Knowles are late, so they start sealing themselves in. Knowles comes in alone with evidence that makes Mac look like he'd been thung. And Mac's a little pissy about it. Okay, who brought dynamite? Come on, we're in the Arctic to watch earthworms fuck. Who brought dynamite? Norris is badly hurt. 911 hurt. So they go to work on him, standing by for gushing on a few levels.
Get in these guts! Wibbledy wobbledy wobble! Which one of you called me dickhead?
Thank you, I'm sorry! Thank you, I'm sorry!
I'ma head out.
Ladies, I'm sensitive to a woman's needs.
Money! Money!
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Money!
Mac has a new test in mind, but not everyone is into it.
We're gonna draw a little bit of everybody's blood.
By attacking blood, Mac thinks they can draw out the critter.
It'll try and survive.
You said a little blood, and why my thumb? What if I need to hold a gun later? Going to town on their digits, aren't they? Just rip them wide open. Has anyone ever noticed that this movie has both Mac and Windows? So far, everyone is clean, including the guy Mac shot. Oh well, until Palmer is revealed.
What is it?
Stupid cheap flamethrower.
Windows, blast him!
Alright, that just looks silly without music. Everyone else passes the blood test.
I'd rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch!
Wah, wah, wah. They go to test Blair, but he's gone, and looks like he's got a spider hole. He's been busy. Who lives down there, Colin Furs? Actually, that's kinda awesome. Time for the power to go out. And 9 months later, they get another addition to their crew. Rather than let the thing go back into hibernation, they decide to make the camp less comfortable.
Maybe we'll just warm things up a little around here.
Blow up the bathroom last. I'm not dying with a full bladder. Again, why would a research station have so much dynamite? Blair kills Gary in a really weird way. Knowles gets killed off camera because no one cares. And now it's Mac and Blair. Blair's final form is a lot toothier than expected. Quaid, start the reactor.
Yeah, fuck you too!
Diabetes.
The base is destroyed and hopefully the creature.
Where were you, child?
I had to poop. Fair enough. No reason to start trusting each other now.
If you're worried about me,
Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
Now pass the bottle and hold me. That was John Carpenter's The Thing. The movie was a box office failure and critics ripped it for being too gross. Audiences wanted a more friendly alien encounter.
Fuck yeah!
The film eventually earned a cult following and became one of Carpenter's most revered movies. The Thing is a remake of the 1951 movie Thing from Another World based on the short story Who Goes There by John Campbell. A prequel focused on the Norwegian crew came out in 2011, leading directly up to the events of this movie. While the visual effects were largely CG, on a technical level, superior in several ways, yet still missing that tangibility that practical puppets and effects provide. They feel more real because they actually occupy space in the scene and not drawn back in later. Rob Bottin worked himself to exhaustion on The Thing, and it paid off. The Thing has some of the most gruesome, shocking, visceral horrors ever put to screen. This wasn't a man in a suit, and it works so much better because it's unlike anything seen before. Tentacles, gore, spidery legs, bulbous eyes, gnashing teeth, triggering imagery that sets off audience aversions and phobias. With puppetry, camera time is forced to be more economical, to minimize flaws and limitations. With CGI, effects wizards are only too proud to show off their creatures front and center, and it takes away a lot of the mystique. This movie emerged at the dawn of the AIDS epidemic, and it's difficult not to draw parallels. Contaminated blood, non-visible infections played off fresh feelings of distrust and paranoia. Our heroes are scientists, professionals, smart guys, a far cry from the screaming co-eds that usually populate slashers. The atmosphere of not knowing keeps things tense and engaging. Our main characters are distinct, strong personalities, defined early on, and their connection and relationships with each other makes you care. Even the minimal soundtrack makes me tense. Okay, quit it. It's super gory, so over the top, the creature effects really sell the alien nature of the monster. The acting is great, the characters are written well, and their interplay sells their chemistry. Each death, the on-screen ones at least, hits hard. There are some great lines, some terrific exchanges, the gallows humor never seems forced and provides quick relief. Even as a slow burn in the beginning, you know something is wrong. By the way, this dog needs an Oscar. Even the ending is ambiguous. I usually hate ambiguous endings, but in this case, I can't have it any other way. This way, there's both hope and dread carried long after the credits roll. John Carpenter's The Thing is 5 Bs. It's something when even the studio didn't want to It's something when even the movie studio didn't want to make a remake or sequel to this classic, instead attempting a prequel. Kinda duplicated a lot of the same beats, but it still leaves this one alone in a league of its own. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment the bell, you know, the usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles!